pleasing thing, I guess. A good honour. To look in the past at a few of the players who have received a nomination and the careers they've gone on to. So, look, it's very early in the season, and still pretty happy that we got our first win on the weekend. And I owe a lot to my teammates, especially down back, who hand the ball off to me a fair bit. So they've given me a lot of confidence during the year. But yeah, it's definitely pleasing, and hopefully good things ahead for Port Adelaide Footy Club as well. I grew up mainly in Melbourne and I played a little bit with the Cannons in under 15s and 16s, and Fitzroy Junior Football Club in Flemington. Also with Torquay, where my dad lives, and I played a couple of senior games there before joining the Falcons in Geelong, and then that's sort of where I got drafted from. Generally growing up I was more of a winger, but coming into my last year at the Falcons, Gary Hocking, our forward coach, who was coach at the time, gave me a role to play in the back line, and I guess that's sort of what might have caught the eye of the club, who might have been looking for a bit of a rebounding half-backer. So I'm enjoying it at the moment. Still got plenty to work on my defensive side. Obviously I'm not the biggest bloke going around, so I've got to find ways that I can defend to suit my attributes. Copped a fair bit in the media from our performances, probably some of that's fair enough, but the first 3 rounds have been tough, and we really got up for the game, and particularly a showdown. It was terrific to beat the crosstown rivals, and with a lot of the off-field stuff the club's been facing as well, it was terrific to give a bit back to the coaches and the supporters, and I guess for ourselves as well. And yeah, the mood was terrific. It's the best win I've been involved with since I've been playing footy, surely. It was a bit of a disappointing start to the game, probably across the field. Thought our intent was there, and the effort was there. It's just we were just trying to play a bit too risky, and probably at times not getting first hands on the ball. So Matty was something he's been preaching throughout the pre-season, the first 3 rounds, really making sure we get that first use of the ball, putting the head over it and stuff like that, and try not to waste possessions. We feel like there's a few silly mistakes we made that sort of gifted the Crows some of their goals. No disrespect to them, because they had a terrific first quarter as well. So he just sort of was a bit frustrated, and we all knew where he was coming from, and it was just great that we could turn it around. We felt like we've played some really top quality footy in the first 3 rounds at different stages. It's just the fact we haven't been able to sustain it for long enough. So we know our best is very competitive. We showed that against Collingwood and in the first quarter against Geelong. So the self-belief hasn't been too tarnished. It's just the work ethic that we've got to get to be able to get up for a whole game, and we didn't even, I guess in the end, get up for a whole game against Adelaide, but probably it was good to see that at least for the majority of the game we're up and about, and we never really lost confidence over the first 3 rounds, but we just needed to just pick up on a few little areas that we were lacking. At times I've probably lacked confidence for my kick, but since probably this pre-season, the boys in the back line and the coaches have, they've really just tried to instill a lot of confidence in myself, and everyone seems to be happy to give me the ball, and that just gives you a bit of confidence. And if I hit a few targets early, that certainly helps. But I think I turned it over a few times over the weekend, so still plenty to work on in that regard.